Hi guys, I'm going to talk to you today about a new Web 2.0 tool that I've learned about called Perusall. And I'm going to show you based off of the instructor side and the student side. So Perusall is a really cool tech tool that integrates live action feedback, chatting, and consultation with groups in reading. So here you can see the setup. I was invited to by another instructor to join their class, and I wanted to do some research on SMART goals. So I found a website that I thought was a good resource on SMART goals and what they are, just very basic information, and I wanted to use it in the course. So it's very cool. It's very cool because you can just introduce the readings, and so I was able to insert the reading into here. So if you look, the website was copied exactly in here, and you can come in and you can see chat groups. So right now there's no current chat because there is no one in my group right now. But when you come in here, you can highlight. Do you ever feel like you work hard not getting anywhere? So I'm going to highlight this, and it's immediately going to ask me to start annotating it. And I can make a response by saying, I wish I never felt this way, or I always feel this way, or whatever I want to do. And then I can add an emoji if I want to in the chat. So then I hit, I submit, and now it's here. If I was to continue going through it and I want to create something else, I can say, how do you decide this? And when I post it, it's a question. It's going to be tagged as a question. So now my group members can see the things that I've posted, and they can respond to me in their own chats. So some cool things here is, of course, you have the grade book set up. Grades are automatically when 15. Of course, this is a test course that another instructor sent me, and so I don't have that. And then I can also make notes, and as the instructor, I can also be part of the discussion as well. And then in course setup, there are some cool choices that you have. This is a test course from an avid instructor, so of course I don't have a lot of access to it. Here in the readings, I can add them. I can add a textbook that I've purchased, a PDF, a web page. I can upload. It is very flexible, and I can assign to my groups. In the chat, I can start a chat if I want to, or I can let them do it. I can also give them hashtags that they can use within the reading, so that way they're all gathered into one place for review. This is going to be the way that they access it, and then this is really cool. If I have a class of 20 students, instead of all 20 students talking into each other, getting off task, being distracted by all of the movement and highlighting and annotating going on, you can actually set a group size. So if I have 20 students, 5 students automatically become group members and they work together instead of me selecting the groups or worried about who's getting off task. So that's all from the teacher's aspect. There's a lot more features to it, but I'm going to show you the student side now. So if I go back to my courses, I'm going to go into my Avid strand. This is I learned this all when I was at Avid, and so they gave us a document called Screens versus Print: Digital Reading Change How Students Get the Big Picture. So when I did this, these that are already here were actually created by my instructor. So when you click it, you see what my instructor was asking, and this is the instruction. As you read and highlight, make sure to, once you read the article, make sure you highlight and continue going through. So the instructors can actually make their own comments. Now, you see this green text right here, this is me. This is something I did. And so I was able to go in and it saves my progress. So if I were to come back here and click something I have already done, I can see what I've already had. Now, I did have group members before, But of course, because it was a demo, they didn't participate the way I did. And so there's nothing to see. But when I was looking at other people's, that you could see the different text or the different highlighting colors. So something else here is you can see that this is a question from my instructor. In what ways might you trigger an abstract frame of thinking? All these different ones here relate to the different ways that I can interact as a student on here. You can see the text information. These are all the different conversations that were going on in our group as you read the article. This is so interesting to me when discussing the differences. So you can see all the different ways that everybody has been interacting with the text. Of course, you can see all of your different documents here. Since I'm a student, I don't see the other one because I'm not in that class technically. I only see the one that's been given to me. I can also see any announcements from my teachers, or I can see general discussions as well. And then I also have if I need to purchase something as far as a textbook or the reading, that's also something that's there. I can see my grades, like, so if I was given a grade from my professor, I can see that here. Any notifications, this is kind of like the mailbox. Notice that it says that if I get any @ mentions, that it will come to me. But since we weren't interacting, I didn't get anything. I can also make notes in my readings, and then they're all collected in one place. And then of course any of the hashtags that my instructors set up, I can click and see a collection of everybody who used that hashtag and where it was in the readings. So this was a little demo of Perusall. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you guys found it interesting. Thanks.